All right, let's find those Boyle samples. Looks like there's caves on the far side of the village. We can start there.
You've been to the farmlands? There's a family, Voss. I'm close with them, with Ursa. They spoke of the Blight. The Blight, before all of this happened. They knew. But if they knew, why aren't they here?
If I find anything, I'll let you know. Whatever happened here looks like Demeda's Crossing.
But this place might recover.
Often a place needs someone in its corner. This one needs more than a few.
Are you all right?
Are you here to help Lavendel? I'm Bastion. There's more out there than Blight. You must be careful.
Of what?
I heard something from up at Gaspin Manor while I was escaping here. The place has been abandoned for years. They say the Lord had some cursed treasure. One day he just disappeared. Could the Blight awaken a curse? If it draws evil here, the treasure's up there somewhere. It should have been destroyed.
I wouldn't be surprised if damage from the Blight stirred something up.
Grab the treasure, break whatever curse is on it. Done. Trouble.
Got a sample. I'm guessing they'll need more than one.
I'd love to say we can use less evidence. I shouldn't, but I'd love to.
Got the sample.
Lovely.
Darkspawn, everyone ready?
First at Demeter's Crossing, now here. And the gods are just getting started. Now it's your turn. Finale is yours.
Whenever you're ready.
Those statues, they're Chantry sisters.
I'm guessing the artist was aiming for hopeful. They're just unnerving now.
Digging over the same areas. What was he searching for?
Stupid way to dig if you really want to find something.
We'll see who ends this.
This was farmland.
And houses. People used to live here.
got the ballista. Could be useful.
Nice.
Signs of a family that disappeared.
They might have left more behind.
Sure thing.
They knew the Blight was coming. But how? And what went wrong after?
Something toyed with the people here.
Eyes up.
Let's finish this. Fortune sides with Tosh.
And another sample.
Seems like enough to me.
Yeah, let's get back to Evka and Antoine. Light gunned up the entrance. I think we can cut through.
So, your mom wanted you to lay low, and now you're with us.
And because I wanted to be here.
Then it looks like we pleased everyone. Isn't that novel?
Yep. It's great. Well. An echo? Echo? Whatever this echo was in the well, I think it possessed them. The more people go near it, the more it gets in their minds.
Promises them a way out, then keeps them in the same place. Like a game.
That journal mentioned clearing boards from the well. It was sealed away once. Whatever's down there, whatever you did to those people, I won't let you do it again. We're sealing the well. Sealing. It's done. No more echo. For now. Another of those Fen'Harel altars.
Manfred. How does he work?
I'm sure Emmerich would fill you in if you asked.
Yeah, but he'd add details.
All right, then. The bare-bones answer from the non-necromancer. You get your parts, put the skeleton together, some fancy ritual later, and you've got a wisp inside running the show.
Manfred's a wisp? Like the one at the desk? Could make a bunch of moving skeletons?
Me? No. Not without some research I don't want to do. Don't worry, those wisps are staying wisps.
Good.
The Voss family? Did you find anything?
There was something in the well. Got to them.
But we aren't supposed to listen. Stories. But it was sealed.
We sealed it again.
When it's safe to go back, I'll bury it even deeper for Ursa. Thank you for letting me know.
Antoine? Antoine!
Yes? Yes, the blight samples. They're like nothing we've seen, or anything in the Warden records. And Rook? I believed you, but to hear it? I almost hear voices in it. The gods calling the blight.
We knew things were bad. But if the blight's being called, the situation's more unpredictable than we thought. We need to...
I give you two reign, and this is where it leads. Chasing Rook's lies.
First Warden,
You were told to stay away. Or does your allegiance to us no longer matter?
My allegiance is to all of Thedas. If you won't listen...
Finish that thought, and I promise you'll pay the price for your insolence.
Rook knew something was wrong.
I can hear it in the samples. The gods. He's telling the truth. The blight has changed, and that changes everything.
It changes nothing. Your sensitivity to blight is useful, Warden Antoine. But you've had more than one snake in your ear.
Why listen to the experts? You've clearly got this handled.
That's enough from you. You tampered with a ritual that unleashed blight. You did not know what you were doing then, and you don't now.
If gods control the blight, we need to change how we approach it.
Archdemons control blight, and we'd sense if one had risen. We'd make the sacrifices needed to fight it.
But we...
The blight has increased. Now is not the time to lose focus. Wardens Evka and Antoine, are you sworn to combat the blight?
Yes, but...
Then report back to Weishaupt and do so.
That went poorly, even for a talk with him.
Are talks with him ever pleasant?
We talked about the rain once. It was neutral.
So much for convincing the Wardens.
There's you, Davrin, me, and Antoine. We make it work with the four of us. You and Davrin work with your new friends. Antoine and I will track Darkspawn and the Blight.
In so-called peace, vigilance. If we learn the gods' plans, you will too.
The elven god of monsters had been hard at work. She'd taken the Darkspawn and made them so much worse. Now, she and Elgar'nan had their glorious new army. The risen gods were ready. And they had just the target.
He finally agrees to meet for a report, then he... but calls you a liar.
Venatori... Barrier crystals. Whoever came this way didn't want to be followed.
Recently placed, too.
What are they doing in the Hossberg wetlands?
Got things ready.
What's that sound?
I'm guessing it's not the Blight.
Our way. See what you got.
I've got this.
So this is the cursed manor.
Spared no expense on the atmosphere.
Lord Gaspin's treasure belongs to the Venatori.
It becomes mine.
So they want Lord Gaspin's treasure. But look at this place. Is it really still here?
The Venatori weren't the only ones here.
The manor is supposed to be cursed.
What lies below?
What lies? Anyone else suddenly thinking about...
Asala, something here is playing mind games. Here goes nothing.
Old records. Damaged by blight.
Whatever it said's gone now.
You got it.
The cellar. Stay on guard. Research notes. This man wanted Lord Gaspin's treasure to impress Elgranon.
He's chasing status. Wants a better rank among the Venatories.
Curious creatures.
Of course the treasure room is back. Under fire! Watch it!
Now it's your turn.
Found a sealed demon.
Stopped both. So a bad deal for them.
Let's look around. This writing is old. If it was Lord Gaspin, whatever he thought was back here, it wasn't enough. He found a demon, or became the one we met. If the demon was the curse, at least we've kept it away from Lavendel. Once we're done, we can let Bastion know.
Rook! Always good to see people return.
We went up to Gaspin Man.
You did?
Less the blight.
Huh. And thank you.
Did you hear? Darkspawn in Darktown. If I'm not here tomorrow, they probably got me.
They didn't deserve this. No one does.
We going anywhere? I heard some. Why did Morrigan want to meet in Minrathous? Isn't she helping the Veil Jumpers in Arlathan?
Indeed. But today we have a guest, and she needed the anonymity that only a city...
Well, look who it is.
Good to see you.
Rook, you remember how Varric and I served? Well, this is Inquisitor Llewellyn, the woman who led us all.
It's an honor to meet you.
Relax. I won't be trying to arrest you like the First Warden.
You heard about that?
Dorian Pavis is an old friend. He filled me in. Indeed. You have had many eyes upon you, Rook. Morrigan and Harding have told me about what you've accomplished since taking over for Varric. You've put together an impressive team, and you've got the best chance, maybe the only chance, to stop Elganon and Gillenane.
I won't let you down.
Don't worry about me. Worry about the people you've recruited, and about the people depending on you. I'm asking you to take down a pair of gods. You're not going to be able to do that if you're worried about my approval. But if you listen to your friends, and remember the people you're fighting for, you'll get through this.
We've got the makings of a good team, I think. We'll do our best.
And while you do so, Rook, the Inquisitor will do her best to ensure that the rest of the world remains intact. A daunting prospect, given that most of the South is under siege by Darkspawn.
It's that bad?
If not for the Inquisitor, the South would have collapsed completely. She has not been idle while you assembled your team.
If the South is in such turmoil, why come up here just to talk? And how did you get here so fast?
Did you think you were the only one to unlock the secrets of the Illuvians?
Morgan helped the Inquisition use the Illuvians to travel.
While I lack the Dreadwolf's Vir of us, I may still scurry between the walls of this world to be where I might do the most good. The Inquisitor asked to meet you, and I thought it might help you to meet her.
I have a team, but not much in the way of forces. If there's any military support you can spare.
I'm sorry. Our forces in the south are stretched thin already. And I'm afraid the Grey Warden leadership doesn't think much more highly of me than they do of you. The Inquisitor did not come all this way to leave you with empty words, however. She brought something no one else could.
A wolf statuette. We've found others like it in the Crossroads. Where'd you find yours?
I found it right around the time Solus's ritual failed, when he was pulled into the Fade. We've examined the magic, and it's tied to the Veil. To him. Somehow.
Solus is ancient, and his magic is part of him in a way far beyond that of mortals. I suggest you take it to the Crossroads and see if something in the lighthouse calls to it. Perhaps it will yield some insight into your new ally.
I appreciate it. Solus has been helpful while he's trapped in the Fade. But anything that can help me get inside his head will help counter him getting inside mine.
Wisely spoken. Solus rarely lies directly, but he finds ways to weave the truth into a noose you find yourself wearing.
Solus was important to me. If this statuette helps you understand him, if it uncovers something that... Honestly, I don't know. I wish I did. But this feels like a part of him. I think...
We should go, Inquisitor. The armies in the south need you.
Right. Harding, stay sharp. You're my eyes in the north. Rook, good luck. If I come across...
Thank you. We should take a break, head back to the lighthouse for a bit. That woman. What's happened? What's going on?
My husband, Atticus, he was going to the Snake Nest. He never came home. They're lying.
What's your name? If we learn anything... So, the Snake Nest.
Used to be a busy place. Word is it slowed down.
It's worth checking out.
So I'm supposed to just accept it.
This is it. The snake nest. Let's look around, see what we find. I don't think we'll get any answers from him. This Linus, he must own the snake nest. And he knows Atticus. We're looking for someone named Atticus.
Haven't seen anyone. Yeah? People do that all up?
Well, I'm still looking into it.
Wasting your time's your business.
What happened here? A letter for Atticus, our missing person. Someone really wanted to meet at the snake nest. Why do I have a bad feeling about how that went? Blood. There's a trail. A bloodstained shirt.
No cuts in the material. The blood didn't belong to the owner.
A sick kid. His father thought Atticus could help, but... something... All right, that snake nest bartender must know something. We need to talk to her, again. A man named Atticus came to the snake. We know he was headed here. That your boss, Linus, know...
All right. It's the boss. He's been acting weird since the kid got sick. Urgent meetings, always... But you're Nev Gallus. If you think you can do something, I'll let you in.
I'll do what I can.
It's...
The bar storage. There has to be more here. All this under the bar storage?
He might be farther in.
Linus, the Snake Nest owner. He made a pact with a demon to save his kid, but the price, it was too high.
I'll follow up. Make sure the kid's still taken care of.
There's a key. We should see what else is here. How many did he kill? All for a demon. This was Atticus. His locket. We can return it to Sabina. There. Much sturdier than the old one.
I heard you fought a dragon in Minrathous before I joined up.
Yeah, the shadow...
I heard you fought a dragon in Minrathous before I joined up.
Yeah, the Shadow Dragons and I dealt with it while Rook and the others fought a second in Treviso. Though you could call it more surviving than fighting. We bet.
Well, there's other ways to get into the catacombs.
The Lords of Fortune say that there's always a way in.
The real...
I heard you fought a dragon in Minrathous before I joined up.
Yeah, the Shadow Dragons and I dealt with it while Rook and the others fought a second in Treviso. Though you could call it more surviving than fighting.
Something sealed past here.
The magic is strange. Here we go.
I heard you fought a dragon in Minrathous before I joined up.
Yeah, the Shadow Dragons and I dealt with it while Rook and the others fought a second in Treviso. Though you could call it more surviving than fighting. We barely drove it off. But now we have a dragon hunter. So here's to better luck next time.
That's what I'm here for. far do the catacombs go?
How'd that statue get there?
They've been used to store food during war and blight. Kept Minrathous alive more than once. But that was never the whole story. There's secrets older than the city itself down here.
Sabina?
You're back. But... Atticus...
The man who
Atticus...
If there's anything you need...
I don't... Thank you.
Docktown's desperate are being targeted, then falling victim to demons. The Snake Nest owner. The people Compassion found. What if it's all the work of the same demon?
It's a good theory, and bad news for the people it targets.
If we keep up the work in Docktown, maybe we'll find more.
Rook, just got word. First Warden's calling everyone back to Weishaupt. Everyone except us, seems like. Guess the First Warden holds a grudge.
Calling Wardens back from all over Thedas is a big step. Did he give any reason why?
Not exactly, but I've... heard rumors of a massive Darkspawn horde on the move. Even hearing there's an archdemon with them.
How long do we have?
A day, a week? Darkspawn are charging through the deep roads. Makes it hard to get an accurate idea of where they are. Rook, if the gods have an archdemon, Warden lore says archdemons only show up during a blight. Doesn't say anything about elven gods. Seems like the rules have changed, and we're going in blind. We need to know what we're up against.
I'll talk to Solus. See if he knows anything about any of this. Make sure the others are ready to move.
Strength earns mastery.
I cannot say.
Who created you?
I cannot say.
What can you say?
I cannot say.
Right. Deserve that.
Got the archive spirit working, I see.
Rook, you're here. And I did, sort of. A little bit. It appears, but it won't tell me anything.
You simply ask the wrong questions. A common affliction of the weak-minded.
Also that. It's kind of mean.
I thought it was just an archive. How can it be mean?
The creator, its creator, I mean. An archive spirit takes on the personality of whoever makes it. Which, okay, that's an idea. Syrian learned a lot, taught me a lot about these archives. They have, well, not thoughts like us, but sort of pathways, I guess. They can only respond to specific questions worded in specific ways. So, if you're powerful, like almost God-level powerful, how would you talk to someone you see as lesser?
Really condescendingly, based on experience so far.
Right! You wouldn't ask questions, you'd tell them what to do, so let's try that. Archive, tell me who built you.
One of the greatest of Elvenar, a steward of her glory. Truly, I was blessed to bathe in his warmth. Anaris built me, and to him I shall someday return.
You mean the Forgotten One?
I cannot say.
Good point. It came later.
Did that name mean something to you?
He's a Forgotten One. Got told they were the bad gods, we couldn't speak their names. Not like the good gods, you know, Elgernon, Gillenane. But now we know the truth about the Evan-Urus. So we don't know for sure what the Forgotten Ones were, I mean. They used to say Solus was one, so best case scenario like him. Worst case, well, you heard it talk.
Right. So this thing's dangerous if it belonged to one of them.
Could be, but still important and invaluable. Everything Anaris knew, this thing knows, and my people deserve to know. If I can get it to tell me.
Archive. Tell me about the Dreadwolf.
An ideologue and a fool who will soon pay the price. When Anaris dispatches the Evan-Urus, he will spare a thought for Fen'Harel.
Archive. Tell me about the Evan-Urus.
A group of cowards, hiding behind their more powerful magic and superior numbers. Their jealousy of Anaris was palpable. Their war is unending. But Anaris will prevail.
Have fun with the condescending spirit.
I'll try. Could be worse, I guess.
Worse like the wound of betrayal Lord Anaris suffered. Soon he will cast down the oppressors and take his rightful place.
What a shame I can't stay longer. Good luck.
Appreciate the support.
Nev, settling back in?
More or less. Lots to catch up on, but when isn't there? I'm ready to get back to work. If we could skip the personal catch-up. Not the day for it.
Take all the time you need. Carving monsters, huh? Didn't figure you for an artist.
This? It's by necessity. If you know your enemy, their weak spots, maybe you live another day.
You've got a flair for the dramatic.
Nothing scarier than the real thing.
What will you do with it?
Standard bestiaries are always some mage drawing things they've never seen, taking the piss out of it. They don't understand how when the hunt ends and you come nose to nose with an ogre, someone's going to die. So I'm making the real Monster Hunter manual.
Just remember it's spelled R-O-O-K. The hero who took down the gods.
That chapter's going to be mine.
Where's the Gloomhowler?
Can't carve it till I know what it is. You want a piece of the Howler boy?
Is he ready?
Was I ready the first time I fought a Hurlock?
Well, you're still alive.
I got my ass handed to me. Broke 4 ribs and cracked my jaw. Then I got back up and drove a blade through its skull. In this line of work, Asan and I are only as strong as the quarry we hunt.
Makes sense. He'll learn to fight by fighting.
I don't know another way. Out there in the world, you sink or swim.
Can a half-lion, half-eagle swim?
Don't know. Asan?
Which half was that?
Search me. Both halves share the same stomach.
Right. See you around. Any luck tracking down your mystery friend?
Orzammar has requested I stop harassing their citizens with my talk of dwarven magic.
Who cares what they say? That shouldn't stop you.
I don't have a choice. At least I know I'm not gonna find answers in Orzammar.
So what now?
I was thinking. The voice said look to those closest to the stone. What if she never meant Orzammar?
Huh?
There is another great Tig, the original capital of the dwarves, Kal Sharok. It was lost during the First Blight, and its people survived in isolation for hundreds of years. They re-emerged, some 20 years ago?
And you think they're closer to the stone?
Orzammar can't help. What have I got to lose?
How do we get in touch with these Kal Sharok dwarves?
Already working on it. You don't spend 10 years in the Inquisition without making contacts. I should have a meeting set up by the time we're ready to leave.
A third edition of the Unnameable Elements? I didn't even know it had editions.
Oh, it's much improved with the index. Please, borrow it if you'd like.
I'd love to. Oh, Rook, you probably wanted to say hi. Thanks, Professor.
You look moved in.
Just a few essentials. Manfred was a great help with the boxes. What a fascinating place this lighthouse is. What do you make of it?
It's great. Big, mysterious, lots of art. Everyone's got their own room.
It'd be easy to fall in love with such a place.
I think Bellara has.
She's been quite welcoming. However, I noticed a few of the others taken aback by Manfred, and I overheard remarks about my skulls. My necromancy won't cause any undue worry, will it?
We'll be fighting weirder stuff than necromancy.
Ah, that's the hope. Please excuse me. Manfred and I should finish our inventory. Thank you for stopping by. By the way, Rook, before I left, Myrna and Vorgoth asked if we could assist with an outbreak. They also mentioned displaced wisps in the necropolis. I'm not sure what's frightened.
Hauntings and scared wisps? Let's look into it.
Thank you. We'll depart for the necropolis whenever you're ready.
You cannot do this, Elganon. You swore that we would give up our commands when this horrific war was over.
Our people need our leadership. If you're unwilling, leave.
Our people must rebuild, and we must help unite them.
So, we did not fight for freedom, but to conquer this land and our own.
We fought to win, and now the Evanuris are as gods. I do not answer to Mythal's annoying lapdog.
The people are afraid. They must believe in something.
They need strength.
And wisdom.
They need gods who can protect them.
We are not gods. You will learn that.
Every lapdog hides a wolf inside.
That was strange. They were speaking Elven, but I understood it.
I believe we have experienced a memory in each of our native languages.
Not just any memory. One of the Dread Wolves.
And the mages who declared themselves my gods. Well, mine and Davrin's.
Anyone see anything in that memory we can use?
Elgranon was hungry for power. Did anything he could to get it, and to hold on to it.
Then Solus, furious at Elganon's installing himself as a despot, started his rebellion.
There's another moving part in this. Mythal. She was keeping the peace.
Mythal and Solus were close. The Inquisition found a temple to Mythal, and there were wolf statues everywhere.
Then she sides with Elgranon over him. A betrayal.
It sounded like Solus was loyal to Mythal. What did Elgranon call him? Mythal's lapdog? And then she grabs power alongside Elgranon instead of standing for her principles. I'd be angry too.
Angry enough to start a rebellion?
That's not how he'd see it. He didn't destroy the world. Elgranon did. Solus did what he considered necessary to stop him.
Solus would try to justify what he did, but he'd also blame himself for what happened.
Perhaps these murals aren't simply memories. They're what Solus wishes to forget.
His regret. That means they're a way to learn his weak points.
Why are we worried about Solus? He's trapped.
Right. But the Dread Wolf was the god of trickery. He's looking for a way out. Bet on it.
Meanwhile, keep your eyes open in the crossroads. If there's a way to restore the rest of these murals, Solus would have kept it in his hideaway. It'd be nice to get inside his head for a change.
Good to see you.
Another owl.
Let's get going. I've been thinking. Lancet and Remy used special food to train the Griffins. Said it was the fastest way to start a bond.
Right, what did you call it? Turlum?
That's it. And gingerwort truffles were the Griffins' favorite treats. They grow around ruins. We're going to teach Hassan how to find some.
How did you end up with the Grey Wardens?
Grew up in a Dalish clan. I hear all these stories about things that happened thousands of years ago.
Dalish do love their history.
Except I wanted to make history. Didn't fit in. Got bored, so I went looking for adventure.
How'd that go over with your clan?
Poorly. They felt like I rejected them.
Did you?
Yeah, I suppose. Clan life wasn't for me. I had to get away.
So then what happened? You're out in the world, looking for adventure.
Got my ass kicked. Went broke. I couldn't go crawling back to my clan of failure. Doubt they'd take me back. It forced me to figure out what I was good at. Always had a knack for hunting. Doing? That's not a truffle. That's a nug. You'll get fleas.
At least he's having fun.
Truth is, he purrs when you scratch him. Maybe we can speed things up by helping him. Let's search the bushes. Look around for truffles.
Ow! That was a thorn.
Keep looking.
Nug droppings. Yuck.
The Nugs pretty much own Arlithan Forest.
Nope. This is harder than it looks.
It's fleas, isn't it? What'd I tell you?
Actually, I think it's a truffle.
Huh.
Maybe the Nugs like truffles. Could Hassan know that if you follow them, you might find truffles?
Are you really that smart, boy?
Seems pretty clever to me.
If only you'd be clever enough to listen.
Well, you're still getting to know each other. Remember, Turlum. Remy was probably right. Remember how she said he needed a lighter touch?
If I go soft on him, the world would chew him up.
Let's give you both a chance and see if you can find any more of these.
How?
Find some nugs, see what happens. So how did you go from hunter to slayer of monsters?
Uncle Eldrin. An old elf I knew growing up. When I was a kid, I'd hunt just about anything. Rabbits, deer, fox. Eldrin gave that purpose. Taught me the way of 3 trees. The way of the arrow, way of the bow, way of the wood.
That sounds noble.
Eldrin taught me to hunt the unnatural so the natural can thrive. Be a force for good. Besides, it was either that or starve. Monsters paid good coin.
But why become a Grey Warden? If you were making money on your own...
I didn't leave my clan to get rich. Had to prove it was all worth something. I needed a cause.
There are easier causes than dying in the deep roads.
Darkness is a sparring partner. The greater the shadow you confront, the stronger you are for winning.
Till you meet one you can't beat.
Haven't yet. Hassan's got something. Why don't you take a look? I'll be damned. Follow the nugs.
Like I said, he's a clever one.
Might make a tracker out of you yet. Hungry? What? It's gingerwort. Eat it.
Remember, light touch.
I mean, it's dessert fit for a prince. See?
He'll be fine. He just has a strong spirit. Let him grow into it.
Might not have time for that. With Lancet and Remy gone, if something happens to me, he'll have to stand on his own.
So don't let anything happen to you.
We're both wardens. Death's around every corner. Not that I don't enjoy punching it squarely in the face.
Be careful. All it takes is one miss.
Death always wins. Sooner or later. Can't live your life worrying about that. Okay, boy. That's enough for one day.
But he's having fun.
He overeats, and you'll find out how fun Griffin puke is.
Hassan, you heard him. Let's go. It's incredible.
That's one word for it. Where's all that water coming from?
Got me. The Fade? Or... I don't know. But it sure looks cool.
one for us.
Look at that.
Got company.
Let's see what you got.
That's how you do it, Todd. Beat the odds.
They interrupt, as predicted, as expected, as hoped.
What was that?
Learn, adapt, triumph.
So, Tosh, the dragon hunter of this outfit.
Yep. You do monsters.
Seems our work's going to overlap.
No, it's not. I handle dragons. You kill monsters.
Thanks, Davrin.
Whatever gets it done.
They're dead now.
I'm good to go again. Right. Where will we begin? Seems our work's going to overlap.
No, it's not. I handle dragons. You kill monsters. And Darkspawn.
Dragons are monsters.
What? No, dragons are natural. Been around longer than we have. Darkspawn and monsters are just Vashidon that came later.
Fair enough, but I'll handle any archdemons we meet.
Fine. But I get to help.
Make it hurt.
Eyes up.
Rain incoming!
Another of those Fen'Harel altars.
Trouble nearby.
Watch yourself. Trouble coming. Watch for incoming. Trouble coming our way. Come on. Loosen the lid for you.
That's a win.
A pit of Darkspawn?
Let's clear him out.
So, Tosh, the dragon hunter of this outfit.
Yep. And you do monsters.
Seems our work's going to overlap.
No, it's not. I handle dragons. You kill monsters. And Darkspawn.
Dragons are monsters.
What? No, dragons are natural. Been around longer than we have. Darkspawn and monsters are just Vashidon that came later.
A pit of Darkspawn?
Let's clear him out.
A pit of Darkspawn?
Let's clear him out.
Got it. Got things ready. Got us from a distance.
There, finish him, Rook.
Nice hit, Nev.
I've got the setup. Nali, who's yours?
Take care of it.
My job's done. Your turn. Good job, Danvers.
Happy to help.
Go again.
Watch your right. Move now. Not too bad. We attack from a distance. Set up to do the rest. Move quick. Understood. Done.
Tell your gods we won't be stopped. Better get this where it's needed.